Now, this week, guys, we're going to be talking about wealth and specifically building wealth. So for your spiritual kickoff, we're going to be looking in Deuteronomy. Now, I know it's Old Testament. Hang with me. There's a lot of good to be learned in Old Testament, okay? So we can't just throw that away and look at New Testament only. We need to go back and look at the Old Testament and understand there's a lot of good principles, a lot of good lessons, a lot of wisdom we can pick up here. Now, Deuteronomy, we're going to look at in chapter 8, verse 18. But you are to remember the Lord your God, for it is he who has given you the power to make wealth, to confirm his covenant which he swore to your fathers as it is this day. What a powerful verse. That should really speak to you. So what do we need to understand? First of all, remember the God of Israel. That's what it tells us right there. You are to remember the Lord your God. So we need to remember the God of Israel, because only through him are we able to be the type of men that can produce wealth. That's it. He gives us the strength. He gives us the virtue. He gives us that fortitude, that valor. You know what? And that could be physically, he gives us to it, spiritually, and in this case, financially. He gives that to us. We have to seek it out. But ultimately, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to serve him and do his will and establishing his covenant. And we have to take that seriously. So this is a very important verse, guys. Put this one in your heart. Highlight it in your Bible. Make some notes to the side. Study it. Think about it. If you want to build wealth and want to have the power to build wealth, you have to remember the Lord your God. It's that simple. Now, this week on Wednesday, big episode coming out. I have an entrepreneur that has built a successful business, phenomenal guy, strong Christian, family man. And he's also found ways to build wealth through real estate investing. And that's what we're going to be digging into a lot. So that's a new way of investing. He went to a Bible college, transitioned to an entrepreneurial role, and now he does this real estate investing. So it's a really cool story. And he gives a lot of tips on investing. And what I think about was the impact that it has on other people. Well, it's not just about him. It's about his tenants and what he can do to improve his community, the people around him. So he talks about how you get started, headwinds, things that you need to be aware of, strategies to do it successfully. And then how do you take that start in real estate investment and start growing, and take that revenue stream that's going to come in. It's a passive stream, and start investing that to have even more, to make even a bigger impact. So it's a wonderful story, tons of insight. So if you're interested in real estate investing and just building wealth in general, you don't want to miss Wednesday's episode, okay? Now, the question this week that I want you to think about, guys, do you have realistic expectations on how fast building wealth actually takes? We all think that it's just going to be so quick. Boom. I should just invest this, quick hits, right? That's what the world teaches us. You go on Instagram, all you see is the quick millionaires. It's not the case, guys. To build wealth, it takes time. And you need the time of compound interest working for you and things like that. But you also need to give time for God to do his thing. So making sure that we're aligned doing what he wants. And then through that, he will give us the strength. So let's go back to our verse, Deuteronomy 8:18. But you are to remember the Lord your God. So that's an important part. Remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the strength, the power to make wealth, to confirm his covenant which he swore to your fathers as it is this day. Very impactful verse. Store that in your heart. Study on it. Think about that question. Do you have those realistic expectations of building wealth? Or are you putting yourself in too much pressure? You know what? Sometimes you got to give yourself some grace. Building wealth takes time. But if you're doing it the godly way, it is possible. So guys, join us back on Wednesday. Now, leaving here, you need to share this with your brothers. Do not keep this in your pocket. Get out there and share it. Send a text, send a message. Now, you can also give us a rating, a review. That makes a big difference. Go to thelionwithin.us and get all our resources. Learn about our coaching program where we talk about health, wealth, and self, and really try to help men be the men that we need to be, because we are predestined. We can do some wonderful things, guys. You've chosen to follow Jesus. We're here to help you get to that next point, get to that next stage, achieve your next goal. That's what the coaching process for the Line Within Us is all about. There's Bible studies, there's resources, there's all sorts of things. Stay connected with the Line Within Us, okay? You'll find all the ways to follow our social channels below. Now, remember Deuteronomy 8:18. It's all through him. Now today, go and unleash the lion within.